We've already been using the assert equals assertion in the test that we've created so far, and you can really get away with just that one and perhaps a few others, but I found that tests can read a little bit clearer if you pick the assertion that best expresses what you're checking. The list you see here is a list of the basic assertions. There's also an assertion called assert that, but we'll cover that one more when we talk about some of the more advanced JUnit topics. Most of the assertion methods have several different overloads, so they can work with different types as well. And as you've already seen, you can specify a message in the assert method that will be displayed if the assertion fails, which is useful for quickly determining the cause of a failure without having to go through all of the test code. Now, I found that most of the time I'll end up using the assert equals, but it's often useful if you're checking a Boolean value to use the assert true or assert false. And if you're checking for null, you could of course use the assert equals and check if your object does not equal null or if it equals null, but you can also use assert null or assert not null, which are a little bit more clear when you're trying to read the test. And while assert equals checks that two objects are equal using the equal operator, assert same and not same will check that the actual objects are the actual same exact objects or they're not the actual same exact objects. And then finally, we can utilize fail if we want to just fail the test. This is useful in cases where you don't have an assert that really expresses what you want to check, or it's easier to express that in your own code. And if whatever you're checking doesn't pass, then you can just call fail and it'll automatically fail the test.